we be back doing another one of these drawings. And here is the sketch that I did off camera, because of course I did. If you're wondering why it looks so weird, that's because the reference picture I used was of me, and I am pretty weird. I'm erasing the lines a bit to make them a little bit more lighter to get them ready for the outlines. As I always do, I used a 0.3 outliner to outline the person with. Just something to give me thin lines so it blends slightly when I add the color. I also added that thicker outline around the person with a 0.6 or just some thick outliner, like I also always do. Nothing new, nothing special. What else isn't new is the struggle I had with these markers. I might need to get new ones, but I really can't be bothered. This pink did not want to work. I did try to fix it by putting hand sanitizer in the marker, because there's alcohol in hand sanitizer and alcohol helps markers become less dry. Did it work? No, it did not. And I may have ruined the marker. Yay. You know what? I'm not taking this from this pink marker. I'm using a different one. Even though it's darker than what I would have wanted, it works. Kind of. I also colored in the shirt. I made it a nice darker blue. It's a bit more of like a royal blue. Ooh. Okay, I think it's finally time to try and fix these dry markers. And actually do it and not with hand sanitizer. This has been going on for far too long. This time I shall use pure alcohol. I was lucky we had some for whatever reason. I did test doing it with two of my markers to see if it will actually work. One of the markers was okay, just slightly dry. The other one was terrible and doesn't work at all and is terrible. First, I took the nib out, then I used the syringe to help put the alcohol into the marker. Put the nib back in and shook it up nice and good. I repeated these steps for the other marker, then let them both sit for about an hour. After the hour was up, it's time to see how they did. The results were okay. I definitely put too much alcohol in the first one, and the second one did start to work. Not great, but it is a big improvement. Now it is time to add the alcohol to the other markers. I did do a test to see exactly which markers were dry and needed that alcohol. I swatched each of the markers that I was going to fix because I wanted to see that before and after. The first column was the markers that weren't too bad but needed a little bit of help. And the second column were the markers that were that bad and needed a lot of help. Now it's time to add that alcohol to all the markers, just going along adding that alcohol, making sure they are nice and drunk so they'll give me their colourful juices without any problems. While I wait for those markers to accept their drunkenness state, I went back to the drawing and added the pencils to add some needed detailing and shadows. I started off with the hair, giving the purple and the pink some shadows and highlights. Moving to the pink skin on the face and the blue eyes. Oh, and we cannot forget the little tongue sticking out. We desperately need to cover up that patchy marker coloring job on the arms and the hands, so they are next to be colored in with the pencils. Now the blue shirt gets colored and keeping it with that royal blue colorness. Phew, the pencils are done. Time to check up on those markers. How'd they do? Drunk enough yet? Ooh, kind of, maybe. There's a few, kind of worked. Well, it doesn't matter, because we are abandoning them anyways for some Posca paint pens to do some crazy, wacky lines in the background. I also added a white outline around the person so they stand out a bit better against the busy background. I think it made a good difference, but I think Now I'm going to add in a little bit of detail to those lines to make them look a little bit more 3D. Ooh, fancy. I did this with the pencils, by the way. I'm going to quickly fix up those lines so they look a little bit better and a little bit more cleaner. It is finally time to add my signature and call this drawing done. Okay, cool, that's finally done. I think it looks okay. Def have other drawings that I like more, but it isn't the worst drawing. So, how's your day been? Is that right? Okay. Nice. Oh, really? Whoa. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna head off now. Make sure you do that YouTube stuff. You know, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Do people share? I don't know. Just do what you gotta do. Bye.